where the wild things.
One time there was a nice little girl named Loretta. Hello everybody, my name is Loretta. With my grandma, who was a wonderful grandma. Hello. They lived in Shenandoah in the grassy area. The grass was very, very tall. They lived in a cottage, and nearby lived many old stinky wolves. Hello, everyone. And the nice old nice hunter. Hi.
Well, little Red Ruby and Grandma had a big problem. There was this mean wolf that they wanted to catch, and they just didn't know what to do.
What are we going to do? I don't know.
How are they going to catch him? So they decided to ask the nice hunter.
Hi.
And they were asking the hunter what in the world they could do to catch that mean old wolf. But suddenly the hunter had a wonderful idea. What a great idea! And in the meantime, the mean old stinky wolf was walking around acting like nothing was wrong. What happened to him? He's there somewhere and he thinks he's just great and he's the meanest one and he can do everything mean. But he doesn't know that little Red Ruby and Grandma are planning something to catch him. And so the hunter, Grandma and little Red Ruby, they met once again to decide exactly how they were going to catch that mean old stinky wolf who thought he was so great.
How are we going to catch the wolf? Great idea.
And they decided that they would find a nice horseshoe. They would go and buy it at the local store, and they would throw it at the wolf when he was reading a book, which he would always do when he was under a tree.
This is a big old horseshoe.
Okay. And in the meantime, the wolf was really so self-confident, he thought nothing could ever happen to him. He got out his little book about Little Red Riding Hood and how he had always in history eaten up Little Red Riding Hood and her grandma, and he started getting out that book and sat under his tree and started to read it. And he was all cozy and comfortable, and he let out a big roar. Okay. So the Grandma and little Red Ruby slowly crept up behind the wolf who was reading underneath the tree. Joined them too quietly, and the little wolf was reading his story, enjoying the fact that he was going to be eating little Red Ruby and her grandma, and the hunter passed the horseshoe to Little Red Riding Hood, and whoosh, they hit him on the head. Uh-oh. And there was the wolf. And then they had to drag him. They had to drag him all the way. Dragged him and threw him in a pot. Where's the pot? They threw him in a pot. Threw him in the pot. And they roasted him. And then all people in Little Red Ruby's town had a party and were shouting hooray. where the wild